Repair Clinic encourages you to perform this procedure safely. In this video, we will show one or more of these icons to alert you when to use caution. Before you replace the throttle cable on your string trimmer, first make sure the engine has cooled. Next, remove the wire and boot from the spark plug to prevent the engine from accidentally starting. Now, remove the handle screws and separate the two halves of the handle. Note the orientation of the spring, then lift the throttle control trigger out and remove the spring. Now rotate the trigger to release the throttle cable. Next, loosen the screw and remove the nut securing the handle mounting clamp to fully release the handle. Pull both the on-off switch and the throttle cable out of the handle. Now rotate the knob to release the air filter cover. Next, hold the throttle arm, then push on the throttle cable to detach the end of the cable from the swivel. Use pliers to lift out the cable. Next, pull the wire retainer outward to release the wires from the engine housing. Disconnect the wires. Loosen the locking nut to remove the old cable assembly. Prepare the new throttle cable assembly for installation by first transferring the adjustment nut and locking nut from the old part to the new one. Now correctly position the slider knob on the new on-off switch and secure it with the screw. Making sure the adjustment screw is properly positioned on the cable threads, insert it into the slot on the starter housing and tighten the locking nut. Rotate the throttle arm. Confirm that the swivel is properly aligned, then insert the cable into the swivel and fully seat it. Be aware that if the throttle cable is too tight, you can adjust it by repositioning the adjustment nut. Connect the wires and position them under the retainer. Make sure the air filter is fully seated in the cover, then realign the cover and rotate the knob to secure. Next, insert the on-off switch into the slot in the right side of the handle and secure the wires in both the handle and behind the retaining clip on the engine casing. Now align both the wires and throttle cable in the groove on the handle. Position the right side of the handle on the shaft and align the mounting clamp screw. Insert the nut into the handle and tighten the screw to secure the mounting clamp. Insert the new throttle cable into the trigger. Next, insert the spring, then position the trigger on the mounting pin, making sure the spring is properly seated. Confirm that the cable is fully seated in the groove on the handle. Now align the left side of the handle and replace the screws to secure. Be aware that if the handle is not properly oriented, you can loosen the handle mounting clamp screw to adjust the handle. Confirm that the throttle cable works properly. Then reattach the wire and boot to the spark plug.